Hey, what's up, guys? Benji and Anthony here, and welcome to the bar for the feature review of
Patriots Day. It just came out in wide release this weekend. It's directed by Berg, and the last film he directed was Deepwater Horizon, which also starred Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, and there's this movie got a little bit mixed reviews so far. It did come out, I believe, in December. It was a minimal amount of views, limited, but now it's full release, and it's gotten a 79%. So you know what, guys? Let's get into it. So Patriots Day is actually the story behind the 2013 event, the Boston Marathon bombing that happened in April 15th. This movie is a little emotional on that side because of the event that happened, because it's something that happened not too long ago. It is something not only personal, but at the same time, anger, frustration. It gives you a lot of emotions, and it was a little hard to watch. It was a little hard to...
And it's hard to review.
Exactly.
So we're going to review this as a movie.
As a movie.
Yeah.
So remember that. Another thing that I want to give you a heads up, we will be not be mentioning the actual bombers' names, just to not give them any credit for what happened. I believe if you give the names out there in any kind of video or magazine, you kind of give them credit, and you know what? They don't deserve that. Right. But we do want to thank the actors behind the actual movie. Someone had to play it, and Alex Wolff and Timo Melchizedek, I'm sorry, I can't say their name. Thank you for that. They were amazing in the film, and we will talk about them a little bit more later on in the film. But you know what? That's something I did love about this film. One of the main characters in the story was Sergeant Tommy Sanders. It was played off a fictional character from the actual Boston Marathon, and it was Mark Wahlberg. Right. And I feel like he gave me passion in the movie. As you said in the beginning, the movie is a little bit weird. One thing that I do have a gripe with was it was a little bit all over the place, and it's because the way it's set up. This is a daily 100-hour event that happened.
We watched this whole thing unleashed in 100 hours. So we get to see the beginning of the Boston Marathon Day, and people are getting ready. And we start seeing snippets of different people's lives. We see a couple. We see an Asian guy talking to his parents. We see a young, kind of like, what is he, a security guard? Was he actually police?
Yeah, I think he was a policeman
at MIT.
MIT.
And he was flirting with a girl. And you kind of don't understand why the director's showing is this. But as the movie progresses, you get to see how these lies are interwoven into the events of the Boston Marathon bombing.
And I think the reason they put that, personally, I thought they were just trying to show the human side behind the movie, but everything does intertwine at the end. But I think that's another reason he did that. I think they wanted to show you the human side of it before the events, after the events, just because it is a darker movie. Yeah. But the cast is amazing. Commissioner Ed Davis, played by John Goodman. He was actually like the lead of all the police officers in Boston. He gave you that anger, that frustration of why it was taking so long to find the bombers, why it was taking long to find the code name, which is Black Hat and White Hat. Right. Special agent, the FBI agent, Kevin Bacon, came into this film, and he did an amazing job. He actually took the lead in trying to find out what was happening.
One of my favorites, sorry to interrupt, is J.K. Simmons. He plays the Watertown police sergeant. Yes. And we're like, when you see like heroic movies, you think of a young viral man, but this is an older man, and he actually did his job. There's a scene towards the middle of the end of the movie where he comes in and he handles business, and like you were saying earlier, he comes in very small parts. Yes. But the parts he comes in, he's really, really great in it.
And that's the thing. Like, this movie does have great great moments in the sense of, you know, the action behind it, the conversations.
And let's talk about the juxtaposition of actual, like, it's an actual film, but you also get to see behind the scenes, like movie surveillance or ITM surveillance. Like, you get to see all these different things that are actual. You can look these up online and see that these were the actual images that they used to capture the brothers.
Yeah, exactly. So they showed you films from like the phones or the helicopter views. Yeah, all of that. And I think that was amazing. Surveillance. Overall, like the cinematography behind that was amazing. Even just conversations between two people. There's an interrogation that happens. The way it goes back and forth, the way you kind of see
intensity.
The eyes, just that itselp was amazing. Some of the music was very, you know, passionate as well. It was played by who again? Nine Inch Nails.
Trent Reznor and Atticus. I can't remember his name, but they also did The Social Network.
Yeah, so it's something where like the whole movie itself was
very well made.
Yeah, exactly. It was well made, and it deserves it, because this is something we are trying to do as a documentary. Yeah. This is something where they're trying to tell you about an event that happened. I did read up also, like, a lot of people were questioning it. Like, that's why it got a 79%. I personally feel like,
on Rotten Tomatoes,
I feel like a lot of people think it's too soon, or you know, but you know, the director and Mark Wahlberg said no, it's actually too late. We should have talked about this a long time ago. And it's because we didn't really know. Like, we didn't really know a lot of the things. And they told you stories. People in this film,
like the martial
actors,
law, right? Like that whole behind the scenes.
There was like a borderline martial law in Boston, which I didn't even know about. And I read about this event. I watched this event happen. I was, I was present watching news of this sad things that happened. And the thing is, the movie really did a good job portraying the people that survived. There was people that, lost limbs, lost lives. We lost people. We lost 3 people, I believe, in the bombing. And then, of course, we lost someone else during this event that happened as well.
Right.
And it's something where even those actors played those characters so well. And it brought this sense of sadness and emotion and happiness that they were caught and all this.
This movie will make you cry.
Yeah, and it's something where you do have to be careful when you go into this film.
Yeah, it's not for children.
It's not for children at all. There's very graphic scenes. The emotion behind the movie,
the violence, the blood.
Exactly. It's very horrifying, to be honest, to see that. Just a warning: when you go into this film, remember it's something that. It could hit certain people the wrong way. Right. And I think that's another reason why this movie got a lot of hate for it. Maybe some people look at this as a disgust, like, oh, we shouldn't be talking about it this deeply and stuff. But I personally loved it. I think the film itself was very heartwarming in the sense of we got him. We got him. Like at the end, that feeling,
Right. I also like the fact that we get to see how the 2 brothers, their lives are. We don't actually get to see why they got the hatred for with the actions that they did, but we get to see the daily lives interaction and the way that even amongst themselves there was fighting and there was like, why do we, it was just. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a little bit hard to kind of feel for that just because of what they did was horrible and disgusting. But the actors themselves did a great job. Alex Wolff, which was the white hat,
the younger one,
the younger one, he did an amazing job. That actor, Alex Wolff, did an amazing job to portray someone you hated, someone you like deep down said, "Damn, I wish something could happen to him." And I think that's where the movie really gets me. I think it gets me in the sense of. I felt the passion behind these actors. And I feel like all of the actors really put everything into this film because they were around to see it. They actually experienced this. And, some of them are from Boston. Some of them, it's their hometown. Right. So you really feel it. So, I do recommend it. I recommend going to the theaters, going to watch this film.
We both do.
Yeah, we really do. So personally, it was a little bit hard to score this film just because of the event that happened, but it's still a film. So we are going to still score it. And personally, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. I loved everything about it. As a film itself, it was amazing. It kept me intrigued from beginning to end. The acting itself made me really feel, and that's something I always said, that a movie's supposed to make you feel like if you're there. And it really did make me feel like it was there. And because of that, I give it a 9 out of 10.
I agree. This is a movie you should go definitely see. It is hard to see because of the events that happened, but my score is 8 only because I feel that Mark Wahlberg was a little overacting, especially in the beginning of the film, and the length of time. It's a long movie.
Yeah, it's about 2.5 hour movie almost, so it is a little bit long. So just a heads up on that. All right, guys. If you guys like the film, remember, give us a like on the actual review. Also, guys, in the comments down below, let us know what you guys thought of Patriots Day. Are you gonna go watch it, or maybe already seen it? What did you guys think? So this Thursday, we're actually going to be reviewing.
We're going to be going a little lighter in a way. It's kind of dark, but lighter. We're going to be doing Pulp Fiction. It came out in 1994, and it's directed by the great Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, so I can't wait for that, to review that with you guys. Hopefully, you guys can join us for that. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe for more awesome videos, and have a good one.